Hey guys, welcome back to Rocket Teams Motorsport here with another video with career modes here in F2, and as you can see at Monaco as well, which means it's all going to be exciting. Dry racing for both races and everything, so that's looking good. Let's put our setup on. We've got a fault with our engine in practice, which I don't mind as long as it's not in qualifying or in the race. We'll see what happens then. Gonna change my setup last minute, I have to admit. 9:10 maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, here we go on our qualifying lap, tipping into turn 1, hit the apex on the inside like we have done. Now heading through into turn 2, which is a little kink on the left, for turn 3 heading into turn 4 now, which is Casino Square I believe it is, or something on those lines, I can't remember. As we're tipping into here, gear 2, risking it all there, going into the right-hander here. Not a bad first split, only 10 cars on track, remember, because I don't know why, but they do 10 cars in each in career mode for 2019. I don't know why. Maybe because it's so tight and traffic. I don't know. It's not exactly a big track, is it? So maybe that's the reason. As we're coming underneath the tunnel section, going through the right hand, then into 5th gear, clipping the apex like you do before turning into the left hander here, which is dangerous and easy to clip a wall on the inside there. Get a nice exit as well. Which will set you up for the next left hand, which is probably the most trickiest corner on the course. You've got to have a lot of trust in your heart, especially through that bit there. You don't want to be lifted off at all. And then through here, total commitment as well. Gaining momentum before you lose all the momentum into this right-hander where you need to have a very good exit again. As you miss an apex there, huge apex missing. Get a bad exit as well, so I think we lost half a second to a second in that one little incident. We don't improve in our positions. So now then, let's go for another lap, and on this lap we're only less than half a tenth down, or was that half a second? Half a second down, and we could probably gain this time back if we hold this lap together, and we don't hold it back together, we're into the wall, and that is our qualifying done already. Yeah, as you see here, clipping the inside wall, and it's a huge impact into the wall, and I'm afraid that is us retiring from the qualifying session here, even though we could gain definitely more time. But yeah, it is what it is.
Qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top 3 are Hubert, King and Callum Ilott. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted.
Be an interesting qualifying session, I have to admit. Let's see what we can do tomorrow. Obviously, in the games, it means, well, technically later today, I mean. Let's see what we can do now then with this race. Don't forget, race 1 here at Monaco. And it's in the dry. What can we do? Well, let's find out.
Monaco. Formula 2 has been welcomed back to this most famous of race locations, and the excitement in the air is building as we count down to the start of today's race. The Circuit de Monaco is, for all practical purposes, pretty much unchanged since its 1929 introduction. It's strange to consider, but this 2.1 mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by the GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. Davide, today's race takes place on one of the most infamous street circuits in motorsports. What is it about this track that makes it stand out?
Alex, I'm very happy to be here. Monaco is a short track, but the wall is just after the white line. The drivers need to stay aware from the line and from the wall. And it's so important to start in the first 2 rows if you want to compete for the victory.
As we're now moments away from the offer, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. Antoine Hubert has a good view of turn 1 from his pole position slot. And starting alongside is Jordan King. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ilott, Matsushita, Jack Aitken, and Boccolacci, Mazepin, Latifi, Joe, Juan Manuel Correa, Schumacher, De Vries, Louis Delatraz, and Alesi, Sete Camara, Galeo, Beauchamp, and Tatiana Calderon, Raghunathan, and the rookie. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So, there you have it, guys. Now on the formation lap then, and you listen really carefully there. There was a crunch into the wall here. Has an AI managed to crash on a formation lap here? they have as well. I don't know what they're doing, but the AI seems to be struggling here. And then a little bit later on, believe it or not, a BWT card size is going to do the same as well. AI being interesting on a formation lap, I guess. So it's definitely looking like an interesting Monaco Grand Prix. As here we go then for the 5 red lights. And, went a long hold and away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Then you've got to make sure you get a good start here heading into turn 1. Certainly going to be tricky going into turn 1 with all these cars. We're going to go for a start bomb 2 cars on the left hand side. We've done with last through this Grand Prix. And we're proving that as it's a crash far back. The 2 cars which managed to get past and come together at the exit of turn 1. See there, just squeezing, and yeah, that's the way it goes. Thankfully, I think it's only damage which has been hurt there. And we managed to get through that as well. So, AI crashing quite a bit here. We're going to send it here into the right-hander. Going to get 3 cars, maybe? We're going to see if we can. You want to avoid hitting that wall on the inside and gaining those 2 positions before sending it into the hairpin here. And a little bit of contact between me and this car, and there's a virtual safety car. I believe there was a crash behind us. We're going to find out now. As heading into here, there was a crash behind us, and it's the damage driver into the wall. And I don't know who else is involved there, but it's a lot of traffic jamming stuff there. Now on the exit of the VSC, we're going to send it up the inside. That would be a penalty in real life, I think, for a 5-second penalty maybe. We got a warning for that one. I think that should have been a penalty though. Now heading on to the start-finish straight to complete lap 2. And heading on to lap 3, DRS enabled like so. Now you want to hit the apex there. We've missed the apex. Almost hit the wall in fact. This is surely going to let Alessi go through. He's going to take the right-hand side lane to get around the outside of us before heading into the left-hander here. We're going to send it back up the inside again. Thankfully no damage there, but we get the position back and we're holding it on. 1 lap later though, into the same corner, we bottled it again, this time worse. And Alessi gets the position and he's through into P13. You see the gap we've already lost to the leaders though. We are so slow at Monaco. And I don't even know why. You saw our qualifying lap. We've been trying to do something similar. Let's cut to it here. There's yellow flags in front of us. A long way up the straight though. As we're holding on to P15 at this point in the race. Bosch Lung managed to get past us. I can't remember how he did that. I obviously didn't clip it because I'm a bot and I miss stuff. Especially in this one anyway. As he goes round the outside of us, does Mr. Delatraz. But we close it off on the exit turn 1 again. And let's see if we can keep this position one more time. Accidentally short shifted there from 3rd to 4th. Before heading into this fast left-hander then. Is Delatraz going to have him a look maybe into this next right-hander? And it is. Nashari is out of the race. And there's a safety car's been deployed now. So that's going to make this race very interesting. But here you go. It's just a huge engine blow up. And that is him out of the race. And we're going to take this opportunity to pit as well. Get onto new fresh tyres. And see if we can get to the end on this set maybe. If not, pit again later on in the race. Come on guys, let's make this a good pit stop. We can maybe get out in front of someone going down the other way. It looks like Sean Galeo is, in fact, who was involved in that first lap crash with the damage driver of Sete Camera, it must have been, who has a 5-second penalty there. Must have been for that contact. Now here we go then for the safety car restart. We only just caught up to the pack at this point. On lap 9 out of 42. It's a long race at Monaco. And keeping this car out the wall is crucial. And then, believe it or not, Sean Galeo decides he's going to pit just at that moment that we're all getting ready for the restart. So we really lost 1.4 to the cars in front, so that's not good. Heading into turn 1 then, let's see if we can catch up to Sete Camera. It wasn't him who pitted, sorry, I don't know who it was. As we've got more cars on the pits at lap 10. Clearly the pit window being open. And we're, yeah, well, I think 1 driver pitted there. And then, now then, lap 14 time, coming across here again. We're in a P16 at this point, but loads of cars in the pits, once again. And we're up to P11 now, so we're gaining positions. Can we get King? It's going to be difficult, because he's on the better compounded tyre. Well, he isn't on the same compounded tyre, but he's got fresher tyres, which is what I mean. So he holds on to that position. And straight away starts to gap us. Now, more cars into the pits here. And we're up into P4 now. Let's go, P4 at Monaco. Who would have thought that? And this is a legit position. We pitted, so we can just get to the end on these tyres if we can. Lap 17 now, a long way into the future. Huge oversteer and understeer there, as we've completely bottled this up. And there's a contact between me and Aiken there. Aiken's into the wall, and as he's a championship contender, you could say that's a little bit rigged, but it's the way it goes. I mean, I see here, definitely our tyres are dead. On the throttle as well, losing the rear. Next up is Boccalacci, who's going to go round the outside of us, heading into turn 1. We're obviously going to brake later, and let's see if we can hold him off like so, and that's what we have done on lap 18. Getting it done as on the next couple of laps later, lose the back end there quite massively, and around the outside goes Sean Galeo. Can he get the move done? He can't get the move done. We park it up the inside there, and it hasn't really worked because we bottled out again with the rear, losing the rear again there, heading into turn 1. And Sean Galeo goes round the outside of us into turn 1. We have to go on the curb to try and keep the position, and we do. Onto lap 21. Some yellow flags here, and there's more yellow flags because we've been hit. That was by Boccalacci in the end. Galeo's been involved, and he's got throwing damage. There's been a full course yellow after this huge crash. And as you can see from this point of view, he was nowhere along the side of us. And the two of us have made contact, and he's into the wall here. You can see he's not far enough alongside. His front wheels come off, and the safety car's been deployed. Now the restart of the safety car on lap 25, a long way in the future again here. Still in P4 though at the Monaco Grand Prix. I can't believe I'm saying that in F2. Celebrating P4 at this point. It's a long way to go. They're only half race distance now. But this race restart was pretty good. Now a couple of laps in the future, we got Mazepin round the outside of us. That was all 4 wheels off the track, so I feel this position is ours. We're in contact between the two of us. Dang, it's a fast left hander. We brake way too late. Make sure we give Mazepin the space there before going into this tricky left hander. And there's contact between the pair of us. We're into the wall. Further back, another car's been collected as well. And you can put some blame on me, put some blame on Mazepin. At the end of the day, 2 into that corner is never going to go. And we're going to take this opportunity to come into the pits as well, as we do. We did do that, in fact. Now, on the restart then, the safety car restart, getting on an alright job, I have to admit, on lap 31 at this point. Now, skipping a long way into the future, the checker flag is out. We've not been lapped, so we're actually doing 41 laps rather than 42 rounds here. I don't really know what that is. We pitted, and we're now battling for P15 instead of P4. I regret pitting now. I wish we stayed out, and actually, now we're into the wall as well. So this is going to be an interesting last lap then. Is Mr. Alessi going to get past us here? Now we've got damage as well. Not looking good for us at this point in the race. Is he going to send it round the outside, heading into this left-hander? Tricky to get this one right. He's had a look, and he has sent it. We've given some space. Not a lot of space, I have to admit. It's space. He's had a bad run, and now it looks like our teammate Suzu is coming around the outside of him as well. We lose the rear, we're into the wall again here. Red front wing, don't bin it into the wall in this last lap. That will not be good at all. As you can see, we've got no grip. We're into the wall again now. It's now tipping into, well, I think this is Rascas 1, or I don't really know. It's tipping into the last corner then. We're into no front wing, losing the rear again here. Is Mr. Alessi going to get us across the line? He is not, in fact. He crossed the line to get P15 here. Take it of what you will. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave you with the rest.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Arden today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
The safety car had a huge impact on the race today, that's for sure. A lot of racers begin panicking when it's brought into a race, as it means important decisions need to be made in a very short space of time. Should you pit? Well, that depends. What track is it? How are the tires holding up? What is my current position? A race can be won or lost after the introduction of a safety car. Making quick thinking key to the victory here today.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations. And how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. Arden are your winners here today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
It's got to be Tatiana Calderon. She was fast, aggressive, everything a top-class driver needs.
And now a look at the team standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Another team that excelled today was Dams, who make further progress up the table. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So it turns out that I forgot to put these clips in the right order. So this is what happened earlier on. Someone getting past P14, I believe this one was, after we pitted. Then here's the big crash into the... it's just nasty, really. Completely racing incident here. As you can see, me and Maz pinned side by side going into here. And there's just nowhere to go, and the poor guy behind gets collected as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.